nothing quite like nature, you know what I'm saying?
I am so thankful that I have structured my life in such a way that I can live unstructured. I have such a low cost of living that I don't have to work very much to sustain myself through the year. And I can pretty much do whatever I want day to day. And one thing I really like doing is being out in nature at dawn and dusk. The sunrise and the sunsets are just magnificent, as you can see. This is a Wednesday morning, and I'm just going to enjoy this. Brilliant display. It just brings me closer to nature. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. Simple pleasures, man. Simple pleasures.
So I am just sitting here being all cozy and dozy. I dug out this old book, Deep River Jim's Wilderness Trail book. My dad had this book in the book rack when I was a kid. It's copyright 1935. And I used to read this book over and over when I was a kid, dreaming about living in a cabin in the woods. Oh my God, that's all I wanted to do. So it's funny now to be in a cabin in the woods, thumbing through this old book again, and the musty pages, you know, it just, wow, brings me right back to when I was a little boy, looking through this and dreaming about seeing all the little things that he makes and cooking over a fire and a Dutch oven and stuff. And that's my life now. Nothing tops that. This is what I dreamed about, and now this is what I'm doing. And I don't know, words can't describe it. All the money in the world can't bring me the bliss from these simple little pleasures, man. I'm telling you, life isn't about money. Because if I had $1 million given to me, I wouldn't be doing anything different today. I think the only difference would be I'd have a heck of a lot more woods around me. Yes, sir.
Well, that group is sure late to migrate. It must be wicked cold up there, man. Nice and cozy in the shop, though. Well, now that I got a stove in the shop, I figured I better stock up a bit more on kindling. Frankie got involved in the project, and I'd say he got the hang of it pretty well.
Here he goes again.
Looks like you'll have to do a little work on that one, Frankie. Nicely done, Frankie. Looks like extra cookie rations for you tonight. Got quite the cook-off going here this morning. I've got this stir fry I'm going to have for breakfast. This is the venison sausage and potatoes and onion mixture that you've seen me make in one of my Back to My Roots series. And there's enough there, so it'll be breakfast for a few days. And I'm prepping this pork dish that's going to simmer on the wood stove all day. And while Frankie and I are playing outside, will come in this evening and supper will be all ready for us. I say us because he likes to have everything I have. Come out to the workshop here and there's a blue jay like 6 feet away from me. He's all puffed out. He's soaking up that morning sun. He's just not flying away. It's funny. Isn't that funny? Look, this is how close I was to that blue jay. He was sitting right here. Isn't that the strangest thing? It's cold out this morning. He's just all puffed up enjoying that morning sun. I got the generator charging my battery up right now. That's funny. You know, the power of the sun. That's the south slope of the roof there. And you can see that the heat of the sun is melting the snow and causing that vapor. Yeah, the power of the sun is melting the snow off the roof even in these temps. Pretty amazing. One thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to build a solar heater. I saw someone had some designs on YouTube building a solar heater out of beer cans. So I want to make one of those. I'm dying to make one of those. And it's going to be up here on the south side of the workshop. And then the ductwork is going to be plumbed inside to the building here, and that'll, on winter days, it should keep the place up to temp, even when the wood stove's not running. But it was 10 degrees when I started working out here this morning. I mean, if I was just standing here like this here, I mean, it's cold out. It's still cold. It's probably 30 anyway. And that snow is melting right off of that roof right there. I have a little bit of tree cutting to do over here. In the winter time when the sun is low, it's kind of that tops of some of these trees are in the way a little bit. But the rest of the year it's not. I mean, it just cruises right over, really nice, get some good exposure. A lot of folks have recommended that I put the solar panels down here in the yard where I can sweep them off, but I can't stand the look of them. I don't want to change the look of the cabin yard whatsoever. I've got a solution for keeping them clean. I've got it all figured out. But I don't want to change the look of the cabin or the cabin yard. There's not going to be any satellite dishes or big antennas and solar panels and a bunch of stuff like that. I don't want to modernize the look of it. That's why I didn't put the solar panels on the roof of the cabin. I don't want to change the look of it. They're going to be on the south side of the workshop, and I won't even see them from the cabin or from the cabin yard. Looks nice. Just out for an evening stroll with Frankie, just before dark. You can hear coyotes across the swamp over there. They're out early tonight. I love that sound, but I like it most in the winter like this. I don't know. Because the woods are quieter in the wintertime. I just love the winter woods. It gives me different feelings than I have any other time of the year. I like the cold. There's no bugs, It's peaceful. And hearing the coyotes sounding off like that, I don't know, it's like mysterious, It's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. Well, that's looking tasty. When I came in from the workshop, it was like, wow, does it smell good in here? That pork pot there has been simmering since breakfast. It's going to be great. It looks so tender. Oh, that's going to be good. That pork and the potatoes are just falling apart. This whole meal here was fairly effortless. Barely cost anything at all.
I bought some pork roasts that were on sale for 99 a pound, and I cut them all up, cut them off the bone, packaged them up for meals like this that would just simmer all day. I cooked on the wood stove all day long while I was piecing the workshop together, you know. I barely have any money invested in this, and oh, it just looks good and smells good. I'm glad I learned how to cook. Have you ever noticed, in most cases, the more money someone has, the less they know how to do? It's like they might be really good at their job, but as far as other things, common sense things, they just don't have it. It's because they make so much money that they always pay everyone to do everything for them. And they miss out on simple things that give you pride, like this. When I make a nice tasty dish, especially when I cook it in a non-traditional way, like out on a campfire or something, or make something with my own two hands, it gives me a lot of pride, makes me feel really good. The people that have a lot of money, at least all the folks that I know that have a lot of money, really don't know anything else besides making money. They don't cut their own firewood. Most of them don't burn firewood. They don't know carpentry. They don't know anything. They just pay everybody to do everything for them. I don't see the satisfaction in that. Some people, you know, they have so much money, they pay someone to do everything. They don't cook their own meals. They don't mow their own lawns. They have a pool guy. Some of them that are really rich don't even drive their own car. And you know, it seems like the more money they make, the harder they are to please. I've gone out to eat with people that had a lot of money back in my artist days. I'd be down in Ocean City, Maryland, or Hartford, Connecticut, or somewhere doing a prestigious art show. And you go out to dinner with these famous people, and they have a lot of money. You know, and they buy the wicked expensive bottle of wine, but there's always something about the meal in the restaurant they complain about, and sending their dish back, and I don't know, it's just, I mean, they don't really seem happy. Have you ever noticed that? A lot of folks, you can tell by their face whether they're happy or not, and a lot of times money really don't make that big of a difference. Kind of sad. The people think that the more money you make, the better your lives will be, and it just doesn't work out that way. Not from what I've experienced. Well, I'm going to chow, and I'm going to be happy about it.